So my first question is, after Cedric's shocking eviction, the Pentagon slash the collective was in shatters. Why didn't you use this time to branch out and form better relationships with people like MJ or Leah or Mary, maybe even the other married mother in the house, Angela?
Well, the Angela thing just wasn't going to happen. I'll just leave it at that. Well, our games were very, very different, and our gameplay and how we spoke to people was very different. So that just never was an option. I still had faith in the Pentagon. I didn't know at that time, as soon as Cedric was evicted, that the Pentagon was in danger. I knew the collective was shattered and broken, but I thought at that time that the Pentagon was still, at least a square. I was like, it's a square. He's got Quinn has a power. He'll save us for another week. We're okay. Let's keep this going. And I did have relationships with Leah. I don't know if people knew, but we had a final two since day two. We were called the It
Really?
Girls. So
Oh,
she named
really?
it. She asked me. I did not have anything with MJ, but I did, starting week 4, try to start massaging that relationship and building her trust again. But yeah, my eggs were just all in the Pentagon basket, and Quinn's were not. And he really turned our Pentagon to a square, to a triangle, to a gonna be a line, or it is a line
Mm.
now, and probably a dot after all of this.
Yeah, one thing about you that it was really impressive to watch was your social game. So it doesn't surprise me that you did have, alliances and final twos with a lot of people. It just unfortunately didn't work out because you put, as you said, all your faith in the Pentagon. But it could have worked out because your social game was flawless.
I was trying, and I think from what I see, maybe if I was a little more subtle after the Rubina vote, and especially after Tucker did what he did during the renom ceremony, if I would have been like, all right, Tucker, I'm all yours. What do we need to do? My game's exploded. Now I'm yours. I just wasn't going to do that because that's not how
Yeah.
I felt. I was like, oh, you're going to check me, boo? Okay, well, here we go. And I just didn't want to work with him because I don't respect the game he's playing. It's a good one. It's a good one. And he's here, he's there, and I'm here. So I give him the credit. I just don't want him to win.
Yeah. Who knows? The night is still young. Maybe he won't win, but my second question is, you're a strong woman, and we have a lot of strong women in the house. So the women had just as much, if not more, power than the men do in the house. I mean, MJ had a power, Chelsea won HOH, Angela was a two-time HOH. With you and the rest of the women having such strong social games, strong competitive games, why do you think an alliance with the women still didn't come to fruition?
I was actually targeted for one, Kenny, before getting
Yeah,
evicted. That I had started this all girl alliance. And I was like, honestly, when we were sitting there 7 strong going into week 5's eviction, I was like, y'all, it could be 7-4 this week
right.
if we really do something. Like, if Cam doesn't win the AI, why wouldn't we make it 7-4? And I think they were just nervous. People gravitated towards certain people. T-Core and Chemo are literally connected. They shared thoughts at this point, and
Mhm.
she was not going to go against him ever. And Chelsea and I trusted Cam, but when we're all on the block together, all you can do is ask. But you know, I just after week 1, no one really wanted to work with Angela, and the people that are just using her for a number, and she's kind of volatile. But outside of the game, I'm sure she's an incredible person. Inside the game, it was just not someone who I wanted to work with. So an all-girl alliance would have been great, minus her. But hey, she's doing better than I am. So she's still in the house. She won a couple comps, and so good for her.
My third question to you would be, we celebrate the fact that you are a beautiful married mother. Let's say one of your kids grow up to want to be on Brick Brother and they get on Brick Brother. What advice would you give them to make it really far in the game and win?
Oh my gosh. One, be ready not to sleep. That was something that I was not anticipating, and I thought I was, versed on all the things, but you really only sleep like 3, 4 nights or 3, 4 hours a night. That go a little slower. So don't be afraid to really feel people out and get to know them just a little bit more before you promise them everything. So I think you see the game and how it progresses super fast. But like Leah and MJ, they're slow burners and they're doing better. I still think they're floating. So it's that ease of don't float, but also don't promise your allegiance night one and then
Right.
go all in on it. If you're going to promise your allegiance, do like Quinn and just promise your allegiance to everybody, then you'll do better. So I wouldn't discourage them though. If this is something that they wanted to do, I'd say buckle up. I'd give them all the inside tea I could and say it's hard as hell and you're gonna regret a little bit of it, but ultimately you're gonna be so grateful that you bet on yourself and good luck.
Oh, that's such great advice. Hopefully, if the show is still around, that'll be so cute to have our first, not our first, but that'll
My
be so cute.
13-year-old daughter is a super fan as well. She's pretty cute too.
Oh, so about like maybe 5 more years.
I mean, hey, we all thought Cedric was 18 playing the
Oh,
game.
yeah,
That was the biggest shock to me is that boy is actually 21 and in the military. That's
I
crazy.
know. He does have a baby face. He's so
Yeah,
adorable.
cute little baby. Yes, he does.
And my last question to you, it's been such an honor. I hate having to end on this note, but if you can pick the order of people you want to see gone next, who would it be and why?
Um, Tucker, Angela, Joseph, definitely the three that I want to see walk out the door next. Tucker, just because he's going to win the game if he stays. And I think other people deserve it more, or
Mhm.
not deserve it more, but maybe it would mean more to other
Mhm.
people and it would change certain people's lives a lot more. And so I
Mhm.
have a soft spot for people that really need it. And not to say no one doesn't need it, but I think others need it more. Angela, just because of the game she played, it's not nice. It's not nice whatsoever. And it was not nice starting day 5. And it just has gotten progressively worse. And I just can't get behind it. There's even stuff that y'all don't even know that it's just not great. And Joseph's Joseph. So there's that.
Well, Brooklyn, it's been a pleasure speaking with you. I'm really sad you're not in the house, and I'm really even more sad you didn't make jury, but I know this is not the last time we'll see of you. So,
Well, hopefully not. When one door closes, 25 open. You just got to pick which one you
period.
want. So,
Period.
what's next? And thank you for chatting with me.
No problem. Thank you. Have a great day.